How's it going, guys? Welcome back to TheBlueShifting and welcome back to Riddle Joker. Last time was a while ago, but we are back. I'm feeling better. We've got a lot of sickness going through the house right now, though, so I'm hoping I'm done being sick, but I've been doing a lot of taking care of people, and I also happen to go outside in the rain, stand on like one of those like concrete slabs that's like exceptionally smooth, rolled my ankle, so that's been fun, but nothing serious. It's just like when it rains it pours, and you know, it's been quite a week, but we're gonna be going through things anyway. We've been having a good week. I've been able to record every day despite my fatigue, so yay, thank goodness for that. I hope that means I'm just getting better in general, but still working on it. Still not sure how long I'm going to be recording for today, but hey, it's been a good time. So let's recap real quickly what happened. So last time we went with, oh shoot, what's her name? Mayu. Yeah, so we were in Mayu's room. We found out that she was at the same orphanage we were at. She felt really bad because she hid her abilities, but we were getting persecuted for having abilities. And she never got a chance to say anything about it before we ended up leaving, so she was like shocked to figure out that it was us, and so she kind of like secretly confirmed it. And so her like greatest desire was to like snuggle us, to give us a hug and apologize, which she did. But then she started teasing us about, you know, making things go further. And Hazuki popped in and made assumptions that were valid considering what was going on. But yeah, it looks like things are cleared up so far, and we're just kind of pushing forward. Other than that, we still got our mission to protect Ayase, I think so. Anyway, and so yeah, we're just kind of pushing forward with all that. But hey, let's keep on going and reading and see what goes on. Thanks for this brilliant recap where I totally didn't forget everything that had been going on. Oh gosh, I can't think of their names. It'll stick with me eventually, but it's not yet. Anyway, let's continue on. So, goodness gracious, Farron didn't give me a heart attack yesterday. I nearly had a heart attack yesterday. We're jogging together again today, and Nijoan-san is less than pleased with me after yesterday's mishap. Oh, me too. You jumped on some really wild conclusions there. Fair point. Yep, there it is. Oh yeah, because she was like trying to rip our clothes off for some reason. Yeah, I think it was accidental. Sex is about the only thing you'd think of when seeing a girl trying to take off a guy's pants. Can't really blame her for misunderstanding now that I think about it. I probably would have done the same if I were in her position. Just to make it clear though, Mayu-senpai and I are purely friends. We're not lovers, we're not in a sexual relationship like you thought. Oh yeah, sure. Right, the pure maiden who runs off screaming, "Please use protection." But I shouldn't point that out of respect for her feelings. Yeah, we aren't. It's just something that kind of came up as we were talking. It's nothing special, so don't read too deeply into it. Ah, Hazuki, you're so sweet. Yeah, and I imagine it isn't too easy when you're the same age as the ones you're scolding. Frankly, I think everyone does. Like, it's like one thing having your own relationships. That's a struggle in and of itself. But having to somehow advise or even like punish people or like, you know, condone people, like not condone, but like tell off people for being in relationships. That's gotta be hard. Like, I can understand why they would be discouraging relationships, especially at a school and stuff, but like at the same time, like that'd be really tough. Like, how do you even do that? Why? I don't get it how these girls have never been asked out or something before. It's like, how? You're like awesome. Sorry again, I didn't mean to put you through all that. I'm still a bit surprised though. Never expected Nijoan-san to have never had a boyfriend before. I knew she'd be prudent to the extent. But she's surprisingly knowledgeable about the topics of sex. That's something I didn't expect at all. I thought her reaction would have been more along the lines of something like this.
そんな不埒な真似私の目の黒いうちはさせんぞ
Basically Basically, more anger. But maybe she isn't the calm, dignified person she makes herself out to be. More of a shy, bashful, girly girl.
今朝はこれぐらいにしておくか。
Seeing Nijoin-san stop and wipe the sweat off her forehead, I also slow to a halt. This seemed like about the same distance we usually run.
やはり朝の運動は気分も切り替わって気持ちいいな。
Aw, you know? You're really in shape. Like, we did all that running and you're not out of breath or anything.
まあな。昔から体を動かすのは好きだし、気持ちがいいからな。
You're one of those people, huh? I wish I were one of those people! Desperately! I've tried! It never is fun. It's always pain. A lot of that has to probably do with asthma, but still, it's always pain for me.
だがそれを言うなら、有原くんも同じだろ?
And by the way, I don't mean pain, obviously, pain comes with exercise. That's kind of like comes hand in hand. But like, there's like pain like, oh, I'm tired. And then there's like, oh, I've been running for maybe 30 seconds and I can taste blood in my mouth. That's what it is for me every time I go and exercise.
息を切らす様子もない。何より体が引き締まっている。意外と気痩せするタイプなんだな。
Nothing special. Anyone can get a body like this with regular exercise.
そういうものか? だが、いくら若い男の子と言っても、体育の授業だけでそこまで引き締まらないだろ? 他に何かしているんじゃないのか?
Kind of. It's for my ability.
というと、身体強化だったか?
I feel like a higher base strength increases the amount of strength I can input through my ability. That said though, I don't do anything special, just some basic workout stuff that anybody could do.
でもその割には、普段の動きから鍛えられてるような雰囲気があったんだが。
She's creepily perceptive about that. Huh, that's weird.
重心の運びなんかがたまに普通と違う気がする。だから何か格闘技の経験でもあるのかと。
Me? No way. I don't believe in violence.
それが適当な答えなのはいくら私でもわかるぞ。
Uh-oh. Sorry. But yeah, I've never done any martial arts. Maybe it'd be a habit. Must be a habit or something. I've never consciously thought about how I shift my weight.
そうか。
I learned the basics of fighting through street fights, then received special combat training to prepare me for my current job and the secret missions I go on. I sure wonder how she'd react if I told her all that. If you're able to notice things like that, then I'm guessing you have experience with stuff like that?
まあ、たしなむ程度にな。
These two do seem like a decent match, honestly.
そうだ。試しにちょっと組手なんかしてみないか?
Oh, this'll be good. I don't know if you heard, but I've never done any martial arts. Besides, we have PE today. If we waste up all our stamina now, it'll come back to bite us.
体育の授業か。そうだったな。あの水着を着る日だった。
Oh, yeah. You're still nervous about that?
いや、今さらぐちぐち言うつもりはない。腹はくくっている。私はあの水着で授業に出る。
I admire your resolve.
後のことは有原くんに任せる。骨は拾ってくれ。
You're way too afraid. You're gonna get asked out by so many people. Look, you'll be fine. If you looked bad at it, we never would have told you to buy it in the first place.
そう願う。いや、選んでくれた三笠さんや千崎くんを疑っているわけじゃないんだが。
Hazuki, you are an overthinker, which is why I still think to this time, like, Hazuki and I, like, as a person, me, are very much similar. I overthink everything. I assume the worst of every situation. I literally go into every situation planning for worst case scenarios and what I would do in those cases. It helps me stay less, anxious, ironically. Like most people, I think if you overthink things would become more anxious. For me, it makes me feel less anxious because when I'm thrown into chaotic situations and all my plans are thrown into the wind, that's when I feel the most stress. I like going into a situation feeling like I got my feet planted and I know what I'm going into. So, yeah, Hazuki and I seem very similar personality-wise. I think she and I would get along really well. Well, just relax and try to think about other things. Not when you're an overthinker, it doesn't work. You ready? We need to head back to the dorm for breakfast. I was kind of hoping for a sparring match. Maybe later. The bell rings, signaling the end of Kakimoto Sensei's class. As for what class is next?
次は確か体育でしたね。アストラル能力者はプールに向かってください。遅刻しないよう気をつけるように。それでは授業を終えます。
Also, can we point out that Hazuki's ability being water manipulation is too afraid to go to the pool in a bathing suit? Well, a revealing one. It's kind of funny. Well, not much time to get changed. You ready, Kyohei?
いやいや、僕は能力者じゃないからプールじゃないよ。
Oh, right.
プールの場所はちゃんとわかる？学院の西側の端っこなんだけど。
Yeah, I remember.
プール用の更衣室は行けばわかるから、着替えはそっちで。
Gotcha.
じゃあまた後で。今日もお昼は一緒に食べようね。
This'll be interesting. Feels like forever since I was last at a pool. Can't remember the last time I had a swimming class at school.
あ、サトルくん。そっか、今日はサトルくんのクラスと合同なんだね。
Awesome. Hi, Nanami. Even for a place like Kiki Academy, it's known to having Astrals have as a haven for Astrals, they make up less than half the student population. So for classes like that only Astrals take, they group us with other classes, even ones from different grade levels. Whereas Mibu-san?
千咲ちゃんはアストラル使いじゃないから。一人でいるのは不安だったんだけど。よかった、サトルくんがいてくれて。
Yeah, there's gonna be others too. You don't have any other friends in your class beside her?
うるさいな。そういうツッコミはいらないよ。
Sorry, wasn't trying to be snarky.
それに話し相手ぐらいはいるもん。特別仲がいい相手がいないってだけで。
Oh yeah, that was my whole high school experience. Ironically though, I have people who come up, when I go back home to visit, I've had people come up to me and say hey, how you doing? What's going on? And ask me very personal questions, and I have no clue who they are. Because apparently I've made impressions on people without intending to. Well, not that I mind that at all, but it always surprised me that there were people who were who remembered me and specific things about me and memories that we had together and how fondly they remembered our time together. Because it was one of those things where I always assumed I was kind of just a background character for most people. Well, if you say so. So that's the bikini you bought on Saturday?
そうだよ。水着なんて久々に着るから、なんか慣れなくて。
I get that, but you look good in it.
変じゃないかな。
Oh, you look gorgeous, beautiful. Cutest girl I've ever laid my eyes upon, hands down. Okay, Satoru, I know you're trying to be nice, but come on, laid it on a little thick.
棒読みで適当なこと言うぐらいなら、無理に褒めてくれなくてもいいよ。
Oh, come on. I don't know if like I said, I'm not whole for the sister route per se, honestly. Not really my cup of tea, but I have no problem with giving her a sincere compliment. I'm sorry. I think you look great in it, honestly.
本当に?
Oh yeah, I really like that color and design on you. Nothing stands out, everything is perfect. My verdict is you look very cute.
そうかな.
Yeah, see? What's wrong with giving a true, genuine compliment? I do have a few worries about you, worries as your brother, though.
心配って何が?
Just that you might attract male attention wearing that, and needless to say, I will not allow my sister to date some sicko who's only after her for her body.
またそんなシスコンみたいなこと言う。
Oi?
でも、そんなキモい心配をするぐらい似合ってるってことなら、ありがとう。
Not really the direction I thought that would go, but fine. Stop calling me creepy.
ナナミさん。そっか。今日はナナミさんのクラスと合同なんですね。
Alright, Ayase, I'm sorry, but I think we all have to be wondering, what's your trick this time? Because I'm not sure how you're pulling that off. I shouldn't be thinking about it, but I can't help myself, especially because you keep making it so easy. A bikini-clad Mitsukaza-san interrupts our conversation. Her body's very slender all around, except in the chest area, which juts out considerably. And to think that's all that work is that's all the work of padding.
サトルくん、エロい目になってる。
Okay, even the most respectful guy is gonna have thoughts. I'm pretty sure you have thoughts too. Thank you very much. What? I'm not. I was just...
ただ、何ですか
I'll never take anything at face value ever again.
何それどういう意味
Ouch, dude! Yeah, don't worry about it. Ignorance truly is bliss.
そんなにじっくり見られても困るんですけど。やだ、恥ずかしい。
Now give her a compliment too. Heh. Her little bashful act is hilarious. I end up snorting in laughter.
やだー、何か面白いこと言いました
We're gonna die if we keep this up.
お前何笑とんねん
Yeah, see? Oh no, it's nothing. That look she just shot me was so scary, I started hearing imaginary voices in my head. Where is Nijoen-san, by the way? She's still getting changed?
さすがにもう着替え終えているはずですが
Trying to work up the courage. Working up her courage. We all shift our attention toward the changing room exit. Very, very slowly, she walks out. Yeah, there we go.
なんだなぜみんな私に視線を向けているんだ
Because you're gorgeous.
やっぱりこの水着はおかしいのか
Just calm down. We were only looking because we were wondering where you were.
二条院さんかわいいほんとよく似合ってるいいな羨ましいなそっか本当に変じゃないか
It only looks weird because we never ever had the opportunity to observe, to see how cute they look at that.
変なわけないすっごく魅力的二条院さんスタイルいいからねそれぐらい色気たっぷりな水着の方がいいよ ありがとう
Thank goodness. Looks like I won't have to cry.
とっても似合ってますよ可愛いです二条院先輩ほらみんな褒めてくれてますだから自信を持っていいんですよ二条院さんそうかありがとうななみくんも可愛いと思うぞ
See, all's well that ends well.
ありがとうございますそれに三笠さんもよく似合っているさすがだありがとうございますそれにしても二条院さんはまだいいとして
What, you jealous?
服の上からでも分かってはいたけどこうして水着姿で見ると本当に年下なの
I pick up on Matsukasa-san's quiet grumble. Well, definitely can't blame her for being upset.
おかしい絶対おかしい実は持ってるんじゃないの
Just be like, oh. Yeah, you're one to Huh? Never mind, I said nothing.
歯を食いしばってもらえますか
No. Okay, I'm sorry, I won't say anything against just don't hurt me.
はーいそろそろ授業を始めるよさあみんなこっちに集まって並んでじゃあ今日は水中でのアストラル能力の計測を行います知っての通り水中でも能力を使うことは可能ですが人によっては発揮できる力に大きな差が生まれます今回はその差を実際に把握してもらいますまあ皆さんは以前にも経験しているでしょうが確か転入生がいましたね
Yeah. Ah, yes, that would be me.
私もそうですありがとう二人は慣れていないでしょうからまず細かい説明を受けてください
Okay. But who?
では式部さんあとはよろしくお願いしますわかりました
Ah, yes. I look and see none other than Megu-senpai wearing a black bikini, a lab coat over top, and glasses on top of it. Combination that I'm sure people with very specific fetishes would pay a lot of money to see. I wouldn't say it's a fetish, but I think it's a fun combo.
じゃあ二人ともこっちに来て
Uh-huh. What are you doing here?
さっき先生が言った通り測定の手伝いに呼び出されたわけさ
Is that why you're wearing a swimsuit despite your adamant hatred of them?
私だって着たくなかったよでも測定で濡れるかもしれないから水着は着ろって言われて仕方なく憂鬱もしかして白衣を着てるのはせめてもの抵抗ですか
And the glasses are meant to draw attention away from your body.
ほらこの白衣なら長袖だし膝下まで隠れてちょうどいいでしょ
Again, why? It doesn't make sense.
それはそうかもしれませんが
水着白衣だなんて、なんだか逆にマニアック。
She's got a point. Agreed. The glasses do as well, incidentally. Honestly, it gives you a different look. Like her tees are so big they're jutting out from the gap in the coat, which just makes it feel like it makes the getup 10 times more erotic than she'd look in just a bikini.
そう？私はむしろ白衣を着てる方が落ち着くんだけどね。
No one's complaining here!
そうは言っても、そんなにジロジロ見られるとさすがのお姉さんも恥ずかしいよ。だからそのあんまり見ないで。
Sorry.
なんてことを言うのは自意識過剰かもしれないけどね。先輩は綺麗ですし、とてもセクシーですよ。
Mayu senpai.
なんだい？
Honest opinion, you look fantastic in that bikini. It strikes a nice balance of sexy and cute. I know you always like to compare yourself to other girls, but like I told you before, you don't need to. And I mean, even if you did, I think you'd easily hold your own. BAM!
おお、急にどうかした？
From the heart. Well, you once told me that all girls secretly want to be told they look good when they're in a swimming suit.
あの話か。
So I followed your advice, gave you my honest thoughts, that's all.
そっか。いや、まさか褒めてもらえるとは思ってなかったから、いきなりすぎてどう反応していいものやら。
Just take it in stride.
とりあえずありがとう。
What, Nanami?
私の知らない間に式部先輩と仲良くなってる。
It's a long story. Yeah, I guess you could say that. Well, enough chit-chat. We need to get started.
今ごまかしたでしょ。
No, this is class time, alright? We're supposed to be practicing, not talking.
急に真面目ぶる。
Mm-hmm. And we're gonna move forward.
まあサトルくんの言うことも一理あるよ。
Aha!
私が言うのもなんだけど、早く測っちゃおう。わかりました。それで先輩、測定って具体的には何をするんですか？リンク値、アストラルに干渉できる強さって言えばいいのかな。
Interesting. So that's something you can actually measure. So pretty much just how powerful your ability is?
そういう見方もできるけど、ちょっと違うかな。
I'd say I would describe it based on what I've already read so far is it's more about the interaction of how purely you're able to activate the Astrons in the area. Remember, like the whole being an Astral means that you can kind of channel the astral particles through you, and it kind of interprets it into an effect as they phase through you. And so what they're measuring, I think, is the purity in which that goes through. Not all abilities are going to manifest more powerfully or even more like dynamically if the Astrons are more effective. I'm sure many will, but that's not necessarily like a core. There might not be a correlation there. It might just simply be a way of measuring whether or not you channel more effectively or less effectively in the water. And then again, it's also kind of it's studying interference potential levels. It also just helps you understand your abilities better. I don't know, like just because it likely will lead to an enhancement or dampening effect doesn't necessarily mean that there's going to be a distinct correlation in the power level of your abilities.
細かいことは省くけど、要はどれだけ多くのエネルギーを生み出すかってのを分かりやすく数値化したものさ。
Gotcha.
ものすごく簡略化してるから、これも微妙に違うんだけどね。あくまでニュアンスとして。単純な力の強さだけじゃなく、広範囲に干渉するにもエネルギーは必要になる。
Interference.
それに、エネルギーは全部効率的に使えるわけじゃないんだよ。能力次第では無駄に垂れ流しになる分もあるのさ。
Yeah, I mean, a true loss rate of 0 would essentially mean like you would never run out of ability, or like it would never sap you of your natural strength. It would just be perfect.
だから高ければ優れてるってわけじゃないわけ。
Yeah. Wow, that's actually pretty interesting. I think I got the gist of it.
よかった。じゃあ早速器具をつけるからじっとしてね。
Wrong
二
click.
人ともありがとう。もう器具を外しても大丈夫だよ。
Oh, is that it?
今のでもう数値が出たんですか？前に比べると随分短い時間でしたけど。前は複数の検査を重ねたからね。でもこれは数値を測るだけだから。
Okay. Are we allowed to hear our numbers?
問題ないよ。ななみちゃんは207、サトルくんは56。ああ、私の方が大きいんですか。
It might just mean that you have a lot of, like, you can, like, she can achieve a lot more powerful effects eventually. Healing abilities require a large number of Astrons, so that's why. My ability, on the other hand, only involves tinkering my neural functions.
ちなみに確認されてる中では、アストラル使いの平均は106だったかな。最低値は26で、最大値は247。
Interesting.
普通の人だと平均で12だったかな。理論上能力を発揮するためには20は必要って研究結果が出てたはず
Oh, interesting. Huh, that's a pretty big range.
で、今のは通常での数値。水中の場合はななみちゃんが108、サトルくんは53。
So, Nanami's ability was definitely hampered by the water, while Satoru's was relatively unaffected.
サトルくんは誤差と考えていいだろうからどちらでも変わらない。ななみちゃんはかなり下がってるね。能力を発揮できるけど回復させるのなら陸上の方が良さそうだ。
I wonder if, like, she has a lot more contact with, like, living entities like bacteria and, like, small amoebas and, like, small animals, and, like, if that contact interferes with her ability to channel her abilities into a specific direction, maybe nearby life absorbs, like, some of the, like, energy as it's, like, trying to, like, be dissipated.
へえ、研究っていろいろあるんですね。リンク値なんて知りませんでした。これは最新の研究でリンク値も発展途上だからね。この機器だって今年度になって導入されたものさ。
Interesting. Very cool. I like the world building we're getting here.
喫科学院みたいな特殊な場所でないとまだまだお目にもかかれないレアものだよ。へえ、意外だったのはサトルくんの数値だね。想像してたより小さい。
Oh, really?
身体強化は大規模な能力とは違うけど結構エネルギーを必要とする。だからもうちょっと高い数値でもおかしくないのに。
Is that weird?
不安にさせちゃったかな。そんなことはないよ。無駄の少ない効率的な使い方をしてるってこと。もしくは出力の上限が低いのかも。あくまでただの目安でいろんなパターンがあるから気にしないでも全然大丈夫。
True, true. So yeah, it's not a very reliable data point yet because they're still in the experimental stage. Again, this is a great example of how science works in general. The idea is that we're constantly evolving how much we learn. Just because science can't provide you with perfect answers for everything you want to know doesn't mean that it's not on the right track of things. And the reason why things take a while is because we have a systematic, proven method of being able to find accurate results without skewing or making or trying to jump the gun and make larger mistakes in the future by making assumptions that we don't have actual data to back up. Sometimes research is annoyingly troublesome, but the way we've developed how to do it is probably the best way we've got at this point. Okay, so I guess they're really just trying to gather as much data as they can with this new technology. Give me a bit of a scare there. For a moment I thought she was going to call me out for lying about my ability.
もしかして心配性？意外と繊細なところもあるんだね。触るものみな傷つけるような子だったからてっきり大胆な性格なのかと。
Hey, we had a deal you wouldn't bring that up.
ごめん、ついね。でも気になるのならそうだね。身も心も委ねてみる？お姉さんが体の隅々まで調べてあげる。
Alright, Mayu, calm down.
サトルくんがエロい目をしてる。
She started it! Hush.
先輩も兄を変な風に誘わないでください。お兄ちゃんを取られたくない？妹の嫉妬かな？違います。そういうことじゃないです。 ただ悟くんは先輩みたいな綺麗な人の誘いに気安く乗っちゃいそうだからやめてほしいだけです。
She's probably right.
そういうことにしておいてあげましょう。
違うって言ってるのに。
She pursed her lips in clear dissatisfaction, only to then shoot a sharp glare in my direction.
違うからね。
I never said you were. Mayu-senpai, I'm sorry, but I don't think I'll be able to take you up on that offer.
それは残念。
The fact of the matter is, I lied about my ability. The one registered in the database under my name is fake. Her examining me in detail could spell real trouble.
マユ先輩。やっぱり距離が近くなってる。もしかして授業サボって先輩の部屋に入り浸った？
I'm going to every single one of my classes like a good boy, okay? I haven't been in her lab since the one time you and I went there together.
私としてもお尻を蹴り上げる機会がなくて残念だよ。仲良くなったのはもっと別のきっかけ。
Oh gosh.
どんなきっかけなんですか？
それについては、
That's not fair. Now it's like making me have to tell her. Was that suggestive wink really necessary?
でも秘密にしてる方がいいんでしょ？
Well, yes, but it doesn't mean you have to lead her on.
なんだか意味深。
Now what you're thinking, I promise. So what are we supposed to do now that the measuring's over?
測定が終わったら各自で能力の使い方を練習、研究をするように。
Okay.
って言ってるけどね。要はアストラル能力を使って遊んでいいよってこと。もちろん常識の範疇で。
Interesting. We're supposed to play around?
変に目的を与えるよりも面白そう、楽しそうっていう方が自由な発想を生むものさ。
Not a very scientific way, but it's a fair. If you're not having a goal-centered assessment, watching people use their abilities naturally could give you a lot of information you might not get in a very strict setting. So I could see it working. It seems very fickle, but it's okay. These are kids.
そうやって新しい使い方を自分で考え、探り、発想力を養うんだよ。てなわけで、二人も好きにしていいよ。
I wonder if he could enhance his ability to hold his breath for longer. Like, obviously he can't do it. He could be at risk of pushing himself too far, but I wonder if it would make it possible to do. That would be very interesting to explore.
だったら先輩、リンク値について教えてもらえますか？
リンク値について？変わったことを知りたがるんだね。
なんだか面白そうなのでもっと知りたいです。それに体を動かしたりするのは得意ではないですから。
Good, good.
おお、勉強熱心だね。よろしい、お姉さんにお任せ。サトルくんはどうする？何かお姉さんに聞きたいことがあるなら一緒に勉強する？
Will any of it help with my classes?
専門的な研究をしていきたいなら関係はあるね。でも普通の授業にはリンク値はまだ採用されてない。
Okay, I think I'll do something else then.
わかった。じゃあ、ななみちゃん、向こうで話そっか。
はい、よろしくお願いします。
あ、でも二人っきりになっても襲わないでね。
まだそれ気にしてたんですか？本当に違うのに。サトルくんのバカ。アホー。
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. As she's walking off with Mayu senpai, I hear that complaint thrown back at me. After giving her an apology, I turn around and check out what everyone else is up to.
行くぞ。いいぞ。いつでも来い。おお、すっげえ。本当にできるもんだな。
One of them must be using their ability. Waves ripple outward from one spot in the pool. The water of that spot rises in the shape of a standing cobra. Ooh, that's cool. Water manipulation? Now, if that was that, then the other guy wouldn't have been surprised. He must be indirectly manipulating it. The water serpent then attacks the other guy.
思ったより神経を使うな、これ。けどできたじゃん。しかもわざわざ俺にぶつけやがって。
That's cool.
今度は俺の番だ。絶対やり返してやる。
So this is what she was talking about. Experimenting with your ability while playing around. What does that mean for me? I reported a fake ability, so I can hardly use mine in any way that won't rouse suspicions. Standing around doing nothing would be the smart option, but that would make me seem like an awkward loser. Maybe someone I could just talk with? I spot a small crowd on the poolside. There aren't many people in this PE class in the first place, so even though I say crowd, it only means like 5 people. For some odd reason, they aren't talking amongst each other. So what's the big fuss? Is something going on over there? I walk over and instantly realize why there isn't a single girl in this crowd. A bikini-clad Mitsukaze-san is sitting down by the pool, dipping her feet in the water. You're gonna make me use this as a thumbnail, huh? How is she doing that, though? How? The guys aren't fawning over like a bunch of... Those guys aren't fawning over like a bunch of creepy fanboys, though. All they're doing is calmly watching her from a distance away. None of them seem to have any intention of going up and talking to her. Well, I guess they probably don't want to get in the way of what's going on right now. What's going on right now being... Why is she doing a photo shoot? Oh gosh.
わかりました。
A woman holding an expensive-looking camera is taking pictures of her. Gotta wonder why they're holding a photo shoot at a school pool of all places, though. And with that, I join the crowd of spectators.
目線こっちにもらえますか？
はい。
She must have seen me. And in a blink of an eye, that warm smile turned to a scowl.
三司さんどうかした？表情が硬くなっちゃったけど。
あ、いえ、なんでもないです。
ちょっと休憩しましょうか。ずっと撮ってますからね。10分ほどしたら戻ってきます。その時は能力を使ったこの学院らしい写真を撮らせてもらえますか？
はい、わかりました。
She watches the photographer leave with a bright smile on her face. After the lady's gone, she turns and stares at me. I guess she's telling me to come over there? Having no reason to run away, I comply. I doubt she'll do anything. You needed something?
それを聞きたいのは私です。何をしてるんですか？
We have class! Well, my measuring's got done. I had nothing else to do, so I figured I'd watch. So what's going on here? Are those photos going to be sold in some album book or something?
そういう商業的な活動をするつもりはありませんよ。
Good. That's not going to stop anyone on the internet, but yeah, que sera.
これはあくまで来年度の学院パンフレット用。プールの紹介記事に一緒に載せるんだそうです。
Nice. Oh, wow. Seriously?
これでも学生会長ですから。
Man, you're always so busy. I almost feel sorry for you.
これぐらい皆さんのためなら何ともありません。
That's a nice mindset to have. So what do you actually think about it?
ずっと笑顔を維持するのは顔が引きつりそうです。
Yeah, that actually kind of must suck. Well, she can still keep at it without grumbling. I'm impressed. Want me to get you a drink?
お気持ちは嬉しいですけれど、飲み物は結構です。それよりも頼めるなら、そこのポーチを取ってもらえますか？
The one on the towel?
そうです。ありがとうございます。
She reaches in and takes out a small case. Upon closer inspection, it seems to be the kind of storing supplements or pills. Those aren't supplements, are they? You should eat proper meals instead of relying on those.
取材を受ける以上は肌荒れなんかも気にしてるだけ。
Interesting. Okay, make sure to take care of your health.
最近は仕事が減ったおかげで規則正しくバッチリ3食食べてますよ。
That's good.
おかげで余剰なものがなんで足りない部分を補わずに不要なところについちゃうんだろう。
Oh, the struggle for all of us. After swallowing the supplements with a frown, she goes and sits down by the pool again.
ごめんなさい。もう一つお願いしてもいいですか？
She'd be like, can you sweetly go leave? Sure.
立っているならもう少し左に。あともうちょっと前に。そこ。
She can make us step into the pool.
本当に顔が引きつりそう。
Oh, she's using us as the shield so she can relax. In a flash, her expression does a complete 180. The smile's gone, replaced by a tired, listless expression. She starts massaging her face to help relax the muscles. You're dropping your persona, you know?
その位置なら有原くんが壁になるから他の人に見られる心配がないの。
Oh, so that's why you asked me to move. Can I ask you a weird question?
何？
Are those pads to protect your public image like the supplements?
それ以上バカにしたら潰す。
Ugh. Sorry, but can you explain what that means?
それはとも
Whole! I like how the words are tiny too. Did you repeat that?
だから、目玉とか
What? I thought you said something. Uts.
しっかり聞こえてるじゃない
How? I'm just trying to figure out what you said because I couldn't hear you. You're blushing like crazy though. Were you trying to say something embarrassing?
あ、赤くないし、全然赤くないし
Oh, I wish I had a mirror on my hand right now. Look, I'm not trying to tease you. I honestly think you're cute.
はちょっと、変なこと言って大声を出させないで変に思われる
You're more attractive enough as you are.
急に何気持ち悪い
Just trying to be honest here. All I'm trying to say is you don't need to use pads to make yourself look pretty.
プールに沈め殺すぞ貴様
I'm not making fun of you, just trying to understand. If you're not trying to sell yourself as a pop idol, then why do something that has the purpose of making yourself more sexually appealing?
別に男受けのためにしてるわけじゃないわよ私だって最初からパッと入れてたわけじゃないし
So what made you start?
大した理由なんてないただ
I have to admit, I am curious too.
私取材を受け始めてから2年ぐらい経つから当然体も成長するわけとある一部分を除いて
Ah, I see.
その心底納得したって吐息が尺に触るわね
Sorry.
ネットでも似たような指摘をされて匿名なのをいいことにみんな笑うのよ何が草だ大草原だ
Yeah, that's pretty mean.
人の胸見て確かになだらかで草原っぽいとか思ってんじゃないわよ
Unfortunately, it's just a guy thing. I mean, good grief. I grew up in the West United States and in Wyoming, which was not too far away. Like it was a distance away from where I grew up, but not so far away that it wasn't a place I visited. There's a mountain range called the Grand Tetons. It's one of the most beautiful mountain ranges you can see. I recommend you look it up. But the thing that's interesting about them is that they're very, like, they're almost, I don't want to call them Alp-like. Just, they kind of come out, like they go from a relative plains to just sheer, like, mountains. But they're kind of arched and very symmetrical. And the thing is that in French, or at least the root word for Teton is a French word for boob or breast. So an explorer was wandering around in the Old West, wandered into these mountains that were symmetrical and very pointed, and decided to call them breasts. Breast Mountain. So, yeah, guys. Sounds like you're suffering from a persecution complex.
かわいそうだとか同情するだとかマイクロメートル単位では成長してるさだとか
Ouch.
果てはまな板とか崖とかカサスムネとか胸平とか無乳会長平とかチブ平なんてあだ名まで
Okay, yeah, that's really sucks actually. It's like essentially it's objectification and on the internet. It's like it happens to females all the time on the internet. Like I don't like guys get objectified too, don't get me wrong, but I think it's so much harsher for girls because like she pointed out the anonymity lets people just say stuff and for some reason people just feel like they can be crass online.
三笠綾瀬平野とか言い出したやつは絶対ぶっ殺してやる
Oh wow, yeah. I thought those nicknames you kept bringing up were oddly specific.
あまりにムカつくから見返してやろうと思って
Ah, okay. So how exactly was it necessary to pad your chest double fold?
ネットの手のひら返しのくるくる具合が痛快でその手首をぶっ壊してやるってつい今日が乗って
I kind of get that actually now. Fetch, man. I didn't really think I was going to be able to get behind it, but I could kind of see it. I'm not sure that's an excuse.
自分でもやりすぎたとは思ってるわよ
Aww. So cute.
でも今更引くに引けないの
Yeah, those internet trolls would probably have a heyday if your chest size went down now. Still, can't help but worry again about you wearing a bikini. Will they really not be able to tell?
今まで隠し通してきたのよこの程度苦境のうちにも入らないわ
I'm really glad that we're actually having an actual conversation now. This is really cool. That's a little sad.
おだまりそれに最近のはよくできててかなり自然な盛り方ができるのちょっとやそっとで見抜けるものではないわ特に性欲に目がくらんだ男の子にはね
Nice to know how you really feel about guys. That sounds pretty amazing.
そうなのよ。私も驚いたんだけど、胸の包み方とホックに秘密があって、高いけどそれだけの価値もあって。って、なんで男の子相手にパッド談義に花を咲かせなきゃならないのよ。
I'm listening.
ありがとう、有原くん。十分休めた。もう切り替えるからそこをどいてくれても大丈夫。
Alright.
本当にありがとうございました。
She's crafted that picture-perfect smile in a matter of milliseconds.
ところで、有原くんは能力の研究はしないの？
It's kind of hard to. My ability is physical enhancement. Pretty straightforward, yeah? I'm not sure I'd be able to think of any clever uses for it.
能力を使って遊ぶだけでもいいんですよ。ほら、あんな風に。
I look in the direction she's looking and see two guys who were messing around creating a water serpent earlier. They're still blasting water at each other.
お前いい加減にしろ。さっきから痛いんだよ。こんな。お前の方こそしつこい。
It's like enhanced normal water games where people are just splashing each other, but now they're using abilities. Oh, it's actually getting kind of hated. For whatever reason, they're attacking in turn, so they ramp up the intensity of their attacks with each retaliation. Shouldn't you go warn them, Miss Student Council President?
男の子同士なら、あれぐらいはよくあることじゃないですか。
Well, yeah, guys tend to fight with each other, but it keeps escalating. I have a feeling someone around them might get hurt.
かもしれませんね。でも止めるのなら、私よりも適した人がいますから。
I know.
二人ともいい加減にしないか。
Yep, there she is.
下手に当たったら怪我をしてしまう威力だぞ、それは。少し落ち着け。
Oh, I see. Nijoin-san's probably better suited to dealing with these situations like this, especially in the water.
二条院さん、これは男と男の勝負。お前空気読めよ。こっちは喋ってる最中だろうが。知るか。勝負の最中に気を抜く方が悪い。てめえ、くらえ。
Oh,
負けるか。
she's gonna get ya. She's gonna get ya.
やめろと言っているだろう。
They're so absorbed in their battle that her words don't even reach them. Effectively ignoring her repeated warnings, they continue attacking each other. At the rate they're going, this probably won't end until one of them's knocked out cold. Should we forcibly stop them? Then again, considering what my ability does, I'll probably just get swallowed up by the water torrent.
大丈夫。二条院さんだってアストラル使いだから。それに今言ったら被害が増えますよ。
How come?
二人で。
She's becoming collateral damage in their all-out water war. Uh-oh. 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 Here it is. What finally breaks the temperate, level-headed Nijion-san. A massive column explodes upward from the pool and ascends like a tornado. The two guys fly into the air like a water tornado consumes them. Shortly thereafter, they fall and do belly flop right into the water. Oh, that must have hurt. Wow. I already knew she could manipulate water, but I'm absolutely stunned by the sheer magnitude of what she just conjured.
ほら、大丈夫だったでしょ。
Right. But is everything really alright?
まずいって何が。
What? Oh, fetch! The giant water column stretching all the way up to the ceiling collapses all at once. She must have deactivated her ability. And what goes up must come down. The water crashes into every single person in the area like a giant tidal wave.
しまった。すまないみんな。大丈夫か？
Nobody seems to be injured, which is good. The two guys who spurred this whole thing on, of course, are still floating in the water like dead fish. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The glorious beams of light are sparing us! You okay?
怪我はありません。ちょっとびっくりしただけです。
Glad you're okay. Wait. What is this feeling? I've been looking at her this entire time, but something feels off. Something feels different. A very important something that's no longer there. Ah!
なんですか？どうかしました？
Emergency! Emergency! The This is not good. This is not good. Classified secrets are about to be leaked if we don't do something fast.
流出？
スカスカスカスカ大事件
I quickly grab a towel, throw it over her. Cover yourself with that for now.
ありがとう。
今の悲鳴はもしかして怪我をさせてしまったのか？
違うからこっちに来ないでお願いだから
Oh no.
いや、しかし
どうしたんですか？
三笠さん大丈夫？だから集まらないで
I'll deal with them. You hurry get to the changing room.
でも
I'll get your pads back, I swear on it.
匂いを嗅いだりしない？あと変なところにこすりつけたりとか。
Why are you even thinking that? No, of course not. Come on, hurry up before they find out.
よろしくお願いします。
I'll find them, don't worry.
あと三角パッドとシリコンの2種類あるので両方ともよろしくお願いします。
Gotcha. Got it.
ありがとう。
Any day.
怒るのは逆恨みって分かってるけど物が物だけに素直に感謝できない。なんなのよこの恥ずかしめは。それもこれもネットであだ名をつけたやつのせい。絶対にぶっ殺してやる。
She gets up and leaves, passing a towel against her like her life depends on it. Actually, if she does that, people might notice her chest region being a little smaller than it should.
三笠さん、怪我なら付き添いを。
She's not hurt.
だが、あの慌てようは一体。
So apparently the water made her bikini top slip a little, and yeah, you get the rest. That's why she was freaking out. I promise she's okay, so don't worry.
それならいいんだが、有原君は怪我をしなかったか？
Thanks, but I'm fine. Nope, I'm all good.
そうか、本当にすまなかった。
No worries. Those two could have potentially injured someone. You just acted the way you did to protect us. You did the right thing, Nijion-san.
怪我人を出さなくて本当に良かった。使い方にはもっと気をつけないと。反省している。本当にすまなかった。
Seriously, it's alright. You don't need to keep apologizing. Now then, I need to go to the bathroom, so bye. I quickly make my escape. I don't have time to waste right now. If someone else finds those pads before I do, we're screwed. Triangular and silicone. They should be around here somewhere if the current washed them away. Where the heck are they? After searching for a bit, I managed to find them all. Both the triangular ones and the silicone ones. So these are breast pads. Do they slip around a lot when you're wearing them? Also, these silicone ones are considerably more sticky than I'd imagined. Ugh. Well, I imagine they have to. Okay, I should stop. If I keep touching them, I'm really gonna seem like some sicko. These belong to Mitsukaze-san. I need to remember that. Also, if someone caught me doing what I'm doing right now, I'd be forever labeled a pervert. Better get these back to her now. Wait, hold on. If her pads are here with me, that would mean... her bits are padless right now. Mitsukaze-san!
有原くん突然大声で呼ぶからびっくりした。
I have retrieved the items, both kinds.
ありがとう。本当ご面倒をおかけしました。
I don't mind. No, thanks needed. So, shouldn't you hurry and put these back in?
中身言うな。気遣いありがとうございます。でも大丈夫ですよ。流されたのは水着用です。普段用を身につけてますから。
Gotcha. Well, can you at least take them away from me? Oh, okay. Guess that makes sense.
水に入りますから素材が違うんです。特に貼り付ける方は粘着力の問題もあって。だから変なこと熱弁させないで。
I'm just glad you're okay. I was worried your chest would be empty and husk right now, so that was a huge relief.
新しいあだ名を増やすな。
Oh, right. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to upset you.
もういいですよ。有原くんは悪意なくそういうことを言ってしまう人ですから。
Good.
それに今回迷惑をかけたのは私だから。
No, it's just happenstance.
だが2度目はない。
Yes, ma'am.
タオルで助けてくれたこと、回収してくれたことは本当に感謝してる。ありがとう。あと迷惑をかけてごめん。
Que sera. It's fine. Hmm? She looks down at the pads in her hands and glowers at them. Everything alright?
ちなみに匂いを嗅いだりしてないわよね。
I never do that.
変なところにこすりつけたりも。
No!
あとパッドが珍しくて感触を確かめようとベタベタ触ったりとかもしてないわよね。
Look, I did not do anything of the sort, ma'am.
ちょっと待って、なんで語尾が弱々しいの？まさか興味本位で試しにブラを試着してみたとか？
What? No, what the heck would I do that?
じゃあ何をしたの？
Nothing. It was nothing, I promise.
ならなんで目をそらすの？ごまかさないでよ。余計に気持ち悪いじゃない。
I didn't do a darn thing, okay? If you keep yelling, someone's gonna, Mitsukaza takes the bait and looks behind her, where nobody is. I use that window to make a break for it.
何？誰もいなって逃げるな、こらリドルジョーカー。
本当にすまなかった。
I like how we start every morning with Hatsuki. It's kind of cute and fun. Every video's starting on a scene like this, and most likely with her apologizing because she apologizes too much, just like me. But thank you guys so much for being here. This is where we're going to end for today. This was a fun episode. Oh gosh. I knew the pool was going to be interesting, but I didn't expect all that. That was really fun, though, to be able to kind of explore and to get Ayase's personality. We got to see a lot more to her, which I really appreciate. Still not sure if she's quite my cup of tea per se, but I definitely got to, enjoyed seeing the more human side of her, and her craziness kind of makes a lot of sense now, especially when you realize she's almost like a content creator who never wanted to be a content creator influencer, you know, somebody people have been following her career ever since she was young and growing up, and just having that shape her own self-image and the way she perceives the world and how people interact with her, how she's kind of like an idol, but she doesn't have any interest in being an idol. It's really interesting and kind of sad. It's a really nice snapshot into what the modern world is kind of going through and kids are facing today that not too long ago wasn't even a thing. I feel like I'm technically part of this internet generation and all that, where I've seen people go through the similar things for me, but it's 100 times worse in the past 10 years. It hasn't even been that long, and it's so much more ingrained in every aspect of personal life for from kids to boomers. It's all so immersed in internet culture now. It's got to be really difficult for somebody who's thrust onto that stage without really intending to be there. I mean, I make YouTube videos, and if I ever made it big and became a more common recognized name or ended up on trending or something, at least I know I asked for that. At least I know I put myself out there with the intention of being discovered, and even if things happen that were not really my intention, I could accept it knowing that I kind of put myself in those shoes and in that place. But there's a lot of people who get attention without intending to, and that's always really frustrating to see, and can't imagine how that must skew the way you perceive the world. But what do you think about all of this? Do you like the characters so far? What about the abilities? Is there anything about the plot that you saw this time, or the characters that you really liked or didn't like about it? Ultimately, I just kind of want to know what you're thinking, so thank you so much for supporting me. It means the world to me that you do, and I look forward to hearing what you say and what you're thinking. It makes such a big difference for me. I appreciate it. I sometimes get comments, and every time I get a comment telling me about what they think or how much they appreciate the videos I make, I seem floored because I'm more grateful that you're here than I think you should feel grateful that I'm here. I'm doing this because I'm having fun with it. You actually showing up for it is the bigger deal in my opinion, so thank you. And especially thank you to the patrons, those of you who are directly supporting my dream and the channel. There's no words for it. It's amazing. I appreciate it, and thank you so much for all you do. I hope you guys all have a great rest of your day. Hope you have a good time, and look forward to next week's videos because I'm back in the saddle. I'm excited to be making videos again, so thank you so much. And until the next video, watch me up. See me next. I'll see you there.